Hello, hello. Travis, can you hear me?
Barely.
All right.
You got me?
A little bit more volume. Jeremy. Jeremy. A little bit more volume.
All right, how's that?
I can hear you pretty
All
good.
right, I
You
got
me?
Yep, I got you.
All right, all
Yep.
right, all right, all right. Well, here we are, Travis. Welcome to the 24-25 Ames hockey season. Unofficially, we're in a preseason showcase tournament this weekend, so our regular season doesn't kick off till the end of October. But it's our first time, our first outing with a whole bunch of new faces for you and I. So I think we're going to be cheating a lot off of a roster.
Our little cheat sheets, yeah, bear with us as we learn all of the different names because it has changed a lot. The games will be 1 hour running clock, correct?
I think if we go off what we did with the JV, it's going to be two 20-minute.
2 20-minute, yeah. So different format. This doesn't count towards the regular season at all, but JV did played the Des Moines Capitals. Lost 3-1, giving up a late goal to break the tie in the third period, and then a empty net goal to put it to 3-1. But talk about a night and day from the past couple of years. The JV team was flying. It's a really fun team to watch. A lot of young players. I didn't know probably 3/4 of the team out there. So. And looking at the varsity roster, I can say about the same thing because there's a fair amount of dual roster. So.
Yeah, I mean, watching that JV group this morning was real impressive. They were coming together with so many new faces. You know, you start the season off with, kids coming up from Bantam, freshmen and some, sophomore, depending on their age group. And,
yep.
Opportunity to pick up a couple other players that came to us this season. So we really had a lot of new fresh faces on that JV program, which in tune is also influencing the makeup of our varsity program.
Absolutely. So, showing the playing to the strength of the overall program, and the numbers continue to grow. So, yeah, it was exciting to see them battle with the team that's Capitals always has a strong JV program. They had 2 games, I believe 2 games against Kansas City last weekend, so had their legs under them a little bit more. So, yeah, the future's bright off of one game. So.
Yeah, I'm really excited about what lies ahead. I know Rick is, because of the new influence, the new influx of players and skaters and our returning skaters, it'll be interesting to see from a positioning standpoint where he puts people and how he moves them around. So it's going to be very exciting.
Yep. Yeah, and I think that's probably what we'll see this weekend, too. It's what we see in these few games this weekend is probably going to look quite a bit different than what we see once we hit the regular season. But that's what this is here for. Coach kind of figure lines out and where things work and don't. And of course, they change throughout the year anyways. But
we're going to have to see where we are. So, folks, you're going to hear a lot of conversation between Travis, myself, and Coach Dave, who's our technician as we kind of work out the kinks in here, work out the bumps as we look at it from a streaming standpoint. We look at it from a preseason perspective for us as well. So we're going to live and learn and through the process here, but all right, I think we're in a good position, Travis. If we move down, if you want to stand up, I think if you move down.
I could probably shift up next to Jeremy as well.
Yep,
if you want to stay down here.
Yep, that's fine.
That way you can, I don't want to be next to you.
I hear you.
You move back and forth, you get a little anxious.
I know. We've got pretty impressed. I'm already happy. We've got nine folks on the stream right now, so welcome all the family and friends out there to watch your player and whatever connection that is to you. And we always like to ask too, if you throw your name out there in the chat for us, that's the only way I know who's on there. I don't see who you are unless you put something in the chat. We'll do our best to give shout outs to folks.
And also, if you can subscribe to our hockey channel. I forget what the official name is of it.
It's Ames. I think it's Ames Hockey.
Yeah.
Something.
We're looking to build that number up. I don't.
1,000 is our goal.
1,000 is our goal.
We're just over a little 900 at the moment. So.
Yep.
We definitely are wanting more subscribers.
It does something for us when we go over 1,000. I don't remember what.
I think what it is that you then start to be able to monetize your page.
There we go. So please subscribe.
Yes. It helps support the program in a lot of ways, not only from a visual standpoint that continue what we bring to you, but it does help. It gives us the option to be able to monetize the channel through sponsorship and other things once you hit 1,000 subscribers.
So makeup of the varsity team clearly is a big change this year. A lot of new faces, like we were saying earlier. Captains is Wyatt Pink and Oliver Giles, with the assistant Charles Hargrove. Are there any others?
Correct. Nope, that's just our 3 captains.
Those are the 3.
You are correct.
3 captains.
So right now we got some of our faithful out there. Our old team manager and one of the founders, if you want to say it, to our streaming program. Rod Jones is on. So Rod, good to see you out there. Same as Joe Erickey, who's one of our longtime streamers and supporters, has also on there. So just give us a shout out when you can, folks, and we'll do our best to give you some recognition. But otherwise, at this moment, we're going to get the coaches for both teams. Capitals, I think, are going to have a lot of new faces on there this year as well. And we know a couple of the players just from our previous experience, but there's going to be a lot of new faces out there as well for the Capitals. So I think we're going to have Wes Carl is going to start us off in the net, I believe. Yep.
Looks like you are correct. So similar to last year, it'll be Wes Carl and Tobin Weaver rotating, pretty much alternating every game. That was the way it went last year.
Correct. Looks like our starting lineup is going to be Oliver Giles and Isaac Flory out on the wings. You're going to have Wyatt Pink running center. And our D pair is going to be Charles Chuck Hargrove, and I believe that is Finn Moran out there.
Early start for Finn Moran. Didn't expect to see that. Thanks for pointing that out.
That's what I'm here for you, Travis.
Yep. So Capitals win the face-off, get it down low, and Hargrove battles in the corner. Get it cross front of net. Oh, that almost get the quick goal there.
Yeah, they lost number 19, Justin Reams, there on the backside, and fortunately Wes was able to pop over and pick up that backhand shot from Justin. No matter what you say, the backhand's not ever really going to be as strong as the forehand, so we were fortunate, at least from that perspective, it was on his backhand.
Yep.
He had clean net.
Yes. So the face-off down our defensive zone. Capitals continue to cycle, dump it down low, and try to get it up to the point. Moran gets it, brings it out to Flory. Gonna cycle back around the back of the net, back up to Moran. He's gonna look to get it out of the zone. And they get possession back and gonna get another shot on goal here.
Yep.
We're losing numbers, but now we get the breakout.
Yep.
Got Flory bringing it up ice with OG and Pink following, but don't manage to get a shot on net.
Yeah, they collapsed on Isaac as he was cutting through. He still had a decent shot there. Possibly a cross ice pass. I think he was looking to pass it over to Oliver, but he saw the 2 defenders out there and didn't feel like he had a good channel. So.
Yep.
Not a bad opening shift. I mean, again, as we're saying, this is all preseason, so we're just going to see. I mean, they didn't have much time in the offensive zone. They spent most of their time on that shift in the D zone, so we're going to need to see a flop on that.
Yep. Yeah, they're figuring things out, and clearly, no offense to 22, I don't expect to see him starting on defense when we hit the regular season. So coach is clearly going to be shuffling things around and figure out what lines work. So at times it's not going to work, and then he'll find the gems in it. So.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, there we go.
Shifley comes up, plays physical. I tell you, that is one thing I saw in the JV game. They played physical. There's not we've got some decent size, but quite a few smaller kids, but they skate strong and use their body, and they put some hits out there. So,
well, the other thing you're seeing too out here is you've got, when we talk about mix matching and seeing what's going on, we've got two of our Oliver starting off with is one of our top D, and then one of our younger players, Cole Crawford, who normally plays D. They're at this moment playing forward. So that's just kind of the mix and matching that, the playing with the lines and seeing where things line out that Rick is doing this year so far.
And that's been the case. If you ask our boys, who's pairing up, they really didn't know, and I think that's probably by design, because be ready to go in at any spot, and you're going to get shuffled around. So Capitals get another quick shot on, and the puck was sitting out in front of the net with the rebound rolling out.
Well, that's one thing we're going to have to work on. They're not going to be able to leave that puck out in front like that all season. I mean, that's definitely an area that we're going to have to see it just like right there. We had a collapse of three. You had three Capitals players right there, just wide open.
Yeah, they just have the numbers. Oh, keep getting shots on goal. Having a tough time getting possession here. So Capitals gain it again, bring it back across. They're doing a good job of getting it up top and then keep dumping down low. And we're eventually losing track of player.
Yeah.
Oh, and there it is.
That's the thing is we spent so much time in our O zone, on our D zone right there. I mean, all you're doing is giving them much more of an opportunity to put that goal in the back of the net. I mean, they have got to get that puck out, and in some situations like that, they just need to clear it, throw it up ice. I don't care if it's icing or not, but they just their presence in front of Wes is not strong at this moment. They're leaving way too much open for him.
So line changes. We got I believe
Good luck.
Caden Whip with Kian Baumgard and Weston Borrett.
Yep, Borrett. Or is it Borrett?
I think it's Borrett, but somebody can correct us on that. So this whole line, they were all playing, other than Hargrove, were all playing on the JV. So again, Coach, I think, is going to give them plenty of time playing up at this level, learn the speed a little bit. Credito, I believe, is how you pronounce his. He's new to Ames, if I remember correctly.
That's correct.
Yep. So we got several players that came from other programs, which is great to see.
Yeah, good opportunity for them in the growth and development. To your point, you don't know the game speed till you actually get out there and do it. And no matter what, I mean, you're seeing, even especially at this level, you're going to see a young freshman out there, 15, 16 years old, who is now playing against 17, 18-year-olds. So the gap of experience that these guys are going to be facing and seeing is going to be pretty good.
So we had a line change there with OG coming back out on forward with Pink. Gets a quick shot off, goes wide of the net. Flory gains it back down below. We got Shifley paired up with Moran on defense. Battling down in the corner. OG tries to get it out there. Oh, Pink just off his stick here. So Moran's going to chase down, bring the puck around. Good patience. Brings it back up to Flory. Oh, well, that's going to be an offsides.
Yeah. In situations like that, I mean, Finn got pinned out there just right below the blue line, and, his pass wasn't as crisp as we'd like to see out. But that's, that's just the development of being able to manage the pressure that comes on you and stuff like that.
I think it was the hesitation of which direction he is going to go with the puck. But no matter what, throw it hard.
Throw it out. And we always like to say, throw it to the boards, baby.
Yep.
Don't throw it in the middle.
Yeah, you throw it in the middle, it's going to be an icing. So they.
Or it's going to be a goal against.
Oh.
Are we on our first?
We are going to go on our first power play.
Oh, we're going to be power play.
Based on the body language of 2-8 for the Capitals, I'm guessing he's the one that got it. I'd wait to see what the call is here. Interference.
And I think also from something from Rick, we were one of the highest penalized teams last year as well. So
yes.
I think Rick is definitely going to be emphasizing and looking for them to cut down on the penalties and lower that. There's a big expectation that they reduce their penalties.
So first power play here. See what it looks like. What he would plan on playing and what we saw in practice the other night.
Well, he intends to. We did a practice run last night or Thursday night with this team, and we were doing it for our perspective, and there's going to be a change in how they've run the power play in the past. So
Oliver, nice job of holding possession, getting it down low. Now's where Tobin, there I go. Titus, sorry. Titus bodies there.
Glad you were
Now
first.
we got it. Oh, there we go. Oh, Oliver had it there,
Yep.
and just not enough time to get it up over, but great play. I didn't see who's in
30?
net for
30? Can you see
for the
his-
Capitals.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, great job by that goalie. I mean, give credit where credit's due. He did fantastic. So, putting him there and.
Okay.
We're going to see a new, like I said, this new structure with them is.
I think that's
So now we've had Shifley and Hargrove have made their way in. So I think probably golly. I think from what we saw last night and what we're seeing out here today, I think you're probably going to stay primarily with the 3 forwards,
Yep.
Pink, Flory, and Giles, and then switching out of kind of the D, which again is a little bit different. Last year he pretty much ran 4 forwards and 1 D.
Yes.
Right now, it's looking like he's going with the typical 3-2 structure on the power play.
Yep, and only changing out the one big body to put Shifley in for Weaver.
No, because Hargrove was already out there. Is that correct? Is that what you
He
were saying?
was, but
Okay.
Titus started out on.
Okay. So
that's
Hargrove's
the only
going
one that he
out, and
changed
looks
up.
like Cole Crawford's coming
Yep.
in.
We'll get the icing there.
Yeah.
So the Caps have got Grady Foles in net.
Okay.
Which their other goalie is probably their top goalie. I'm trying to remember his name.
I'm having a hard enough time with our own team there, Trey. Let's not get carried away.
All right, I apologize. I'm getting a little too deep into the analytics. That's fine. Hey,
Offer's about as good as I can do on goalies right now for Capitals.
Well, you did tell me you were disappointed that he didn't come in as a veteran on Thursday night, so I'm trying to step up my game here a little bit, but that's fine.
Hey, as the coordinator, I gotta critique what I see.
Yes, yeah. Yes, if you have any complaints about our streaming,
it's Travis
Michael
Moran,
Giles is
Travis
the streaming
Moran.
coordinator. So yes, michael.giles@gmail.com.
Yeah, right.
So
here we
quick
go,
possession.
right out in front.
Here we go. That is
they're
a
just
problem.
They're leaving him there again.
Yeah.
That's the visual of our D have to have their head on a swivel and not be looking at the puck and not be looking at the goalie. They got to be looking at the bodies. And their goal is to move the bodies out of the way, not necessarily the puck when it's right in front of the. If they move the bodies out of the way, then our goalie West will be able to keep focus on the puck and get it covered up or moved out.
If you go back and look at that though too, all of our forwards were pinched down low, which the defensemen are sitting there wide open on top, which I understand with rushing down to the puck, but I think that's why they're getting all these wide open possessions and easy shots.
Well,
all right.
Rick, he did this. He had a similar concept when he was head coach in the Team Midwest this summer. Is that he's kind of expecting all 5 players in the O-zone to be crashing down on the net, right? So, but which in turn, even on the forwards who are down crashing down, again the same thing. You got to have your head on a swivel. You got to know where people are.
Cross ice pass to another one of our freshmen here, Kian Baumgard. Not a real big player, but he can body kids off the puck really well while maintaining possession. Caden Whiff, number 6, he is another newcomer to the program. I recognize the name over the years when he played for the Des Moines Buccaneers, but looks to be a really good addition.
Just to kind of tell you how small the world is in hockey around this area, we actually played with him on the Storm team, which was a summer team back when they were first year squirts maybe or something
Finn's
like
first
that.
house league, he was on a team with them.
So it's the connections are always there, and one way or the other, and I think that's one of the best things that come out of playing hockey is that the friends you make and the OG got a snipe from the rafters up there. He had the lane.
First sniper shot of the season took OG down. Oh, there's
That's
a check from behind.
No.
Wow. I mean, 2 shoulders into the back usually. All right, Finn, you're going to have to get moving. We got Shifley, Finn cross check or back checks there strong.
Yeah, Giles had the lane, but that's going to be a trip.
There's a trip.
Trip on number 2-6.
A little hard to hide that one.
Yep. trip on 2-6, and we're going to be on our first penalty kill. But going back to what I was saying, Oliver had the lane. He got sniped from the rafters and lost a wheel, which set up the opportunity for the Capitals to regain possession of the puck and bring it up into their offensive zone.
So we'll go on our first penalty kill here. Face off down in our defensive zone with Baker winning the face off. Hargrove hopefully can get around here. Brings it back. Shifley should, well, maybe not.
That's all right. I didn't notice it on our first power play and stuff like that, but it looks like the penalties are a minute 50 and running clock. So
I think they put them in at 2 minutes, but since it's running clock, this the moment it goes in,
okay.
it's starting to count down.
So by the time I looked up?
Yep.
All right. See, that's what a good tandem partnership
there you go.
does, is it
well,
corrects the other with positive comments.
There
back.
we go.
That's what I like, Trav.
So we had you talked about the backhand. We had an opportunity there that Baker had it and tried to go backhand, and all it did was basically get it out to their point man. Because
there we go. There we go. Nice job. Nice clear.
Oh, there we go. Now we got it down. So we'll get a quick line change with Pink and Flory coming out. Oh, that almost got underneath. So quick line change with Shifley and Moran paired up on D and Flory.
Yeah, one of the
Pink
absolute worst plays when you're in your D zone of any type is that backhand.
Yeah.
Backhand nonsense, especially when you're trying to do it blind and you just throw it out to zero. So,
Coach Flory over here, it is. I love to point it out when it works to tell him, see, it worked there.
Mm-hmm.
And then he likes to get scientific and throw the stats out at me. So we clear it again. Caps get some momentum coming up. Moran.
Oh, we got to work on that hand.
Yeah, Moran just showed that he's a hockey player and not a baseball player. Right in his hand and dropped it. So.
Well, I mean, they're not exactly mitts for catching.
No, I know, but he knows I'm going to bring that up to him. I'm surprised they waved that one off, but
well, they're on the. No, we're back on.
Yeah, the penalty was over. Maybe.
Oh.
Oh, that was close to a trip as well. Here we go. Pink with the shot down low. Lose track of it.
Yeah, Giles had good recovery on that. Was able to get it over to Wyatt, and Wyatt was able to.
Oh,
get
quick
a good
shot.
Yep,
Oh, there we go.
Good
low shot by Flory, getting the exactly what had been happening to us in our defensive zone. They just lost track of him, and quick shot kept it down low and tied it up 1-1.
I like seeing that. Flory getting a stardust on the scoreboard up there. So we'll take that out. And that's, I think with this top line with Flory, Pink, and Giles, I think that's going to be kind of the expectation is expecting a lot of points from them all the way around this season. So.
Yeah, I mean, we from seniors that that graduated last year, our top scorer in Wilson, we got to find where those points are going to come from. Flory was always up there on the stat sheets, but we're going to need to find a few other goals from people this year.
Well, Wyatt started off his freshman or sophomore year as being the leading scorer for the high school program, so we certainly know his capability of getting the puck in the back of the net. Isaac, his development throughout the years, I mean, he's definitely going to be one of the top forwards in the league. And Oliver, from his perspective, he's, like I said, he's primarily been D. He's played a little bit of forward, so his Swiss Army knife play that he's going to be out here, there's no telling where he's going to be from shift to
Correct.
shift.
Well, and I think a lot of that's going to come from what can we find in our younger defensemen, too.
Absolutely.
Because if we can find some stability there, it'll be great for the team because then we can move OG up, and we know that he can score.
Yeah, I think the concept maybe from Rick, if I was going to kind of guess, is what he's seeing out of our forward crew is that he expects a lot of points on the board, and that takes nothing away from the D. But you got to outscore them, and I think he thinks our forward bunch has the ability to do that.
Sure.
So. There we go. Get it up.
Oh. Race against the clock there.
In that situation there, we didn't need our D skating it up. You had your forward with a wide open lane. You're going to get up the ice a lot faster than you are with passing the puck versus holding on to it. So those are just little bitty things that throughout the season and throughout their time period that they're going to continue to work on and develop on. So Well, I don't know, Trav. I mean, I think it's not bad. We're
No.
tied 1-1. I definitely don't think time and possession was in our favor. You
Nope.
may be able to say that it was a split 50-50, but I certainly know the Capitals early on had the time and possession
Yes.
in the offensive zone pretty hands down.
But
so.
you saw later in the period it started to settle out. We started to be able to carry the puck out a little bit more, which is what we would expect to see in a morning game, first game for the season.
Has Coach Dave kept up with the shots on goal by chance? They don't have it up on the board,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I don't know if we're. Oh, there it is, 10-4.
10-4.
There
Well,
we go.
okay, that's what the scoreboard is. But let's go to Coach and see what he
I
has.
was looking.
Yeah,
Come on.
well, you know that's not official. What's the true shots on goal that you have? 10-2. See, I told you it wouldn't be the same. It's never the same. So he actually scores us harder. So it's only.
We've had a total of 2 shots on goal.
Yeah.
That's it?
There is nothing more stressful than being on the scoreboard, knowing that Coach Flory's up in the rafters counting and sending you messages just saying, how are you coming up with these shots? So,
Well, I'm definitely
these are the things that keep me up at night.
I'm definitely going to start off with saying that you are not going to win games by having 2 shots on goal in a period. So.
No.
Even though we're 50-50, right?
I was going to
2
say
shots and 1. I mean, the percent's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, that's solid. So let's go with the 10-4 that we see just to feel a little better. All right, so quick period. So basically what it is, it's a 3 17-minute running clock period. So Moran loses it at the blue line, gets down low, ties up skater here. Oh, they bounce it across the front, lose track of a guy, but they aren't able to get it.
There, see, that was smart.
Nice pass over by you can tell.
Is that AP? Yeah,
that's
AP.
Yep. So that line with just watching them in the JV game. So we've got a group of kids that have played since the squirt level, and you can just see it. They know where each other is going to be on the ice at all times, and it's fun to watch. Yeah. I know Finn absolutely loves it. It's from a defenseman standpoint, he's learning where to get the outlet, and they're moving it up ice, which had been a struggle in the past.
Yeah, one of the things these younger players are going to have to learn, in addition to the speed of the game and all that stuff, is they're going to have to learn a little bit more patience. They're going to need to hold on to the puck a little bit earlier, a little bit more.
Well, I thought collision in center ice must have been incidental, because it should have been an interference on somebody. So we'll get a quick line change. Ooh, nice long ice pass.
Oh, that was smart.
Oh,
yep. See, and
well,
he's got in that situation there, he allowed for that forward to have his stick on the ice.
And his was not on the ice.
His not. And so his job at that moment is not only to lift the puck, lift the stick, but then to push him out of the way.
Correct.
And so his effort has got to be fully through the
I
whole
don't
time.
think he anticipated it coming off the boards as fast as it did.
Well, it was a great pass out from whoever was behind the net. I mean, very smart.
Yep. Well, I think his shot was we're going to get a power play here on a trip, I believe.
Oh, they're going to call that trip down low? Okay.
Oh, hold, actually.
Either way.
Yeah. Either way, it should be.
The penalty minutes are still the same.
Yep. Yeah, I believe that goal was actually thrown off the boards and came up. Maybe it was intentional, but that's where I was saying I don't think Kiefer expected it to come off the boards as strong as it did.
Again,
but either
I
way,
want to stress from a defensive perspective, your job is to get the stick out of the way and get the body out of the way. Where that puck is or where it's going, you've got to get that player out of the way. So
power play here.
I thought he went off the backside of Hargrove for sure.
He did. So this power play as, again, Giles Pink and Flory. Great pass across ice by Pink, but didn't get on. Shot by Giles.
I think that was outside the net, though, so I don't know that we would be scoring that.
Yeah. Oh, there goes. Oh, I thought he was going to walk that in. Gets it back up to OG. Oh, they're getting some opportunities here.
Oh!
Great pass by Baker across ice, and Flory can't quite get his stick on it.
He had it, though.
He
That
did,
was a great,
absolutely.
yeah.
It's a great. Oh, so now we're going to get the
Watch this.
odd
Look
man
at
rush,
that.
but great back
Look at
check.
that. Back check
Phenomenal
by
back check by
nice
Flory
job.
to basically force him to have to take the shot, because if we get that possession, we're going to turn it back up ice quickly.
Yeah, well done by Flory on that back check. Yeah, and he's going to probably dream about that open net right there. He definitely had it, and what you're seeing a lot, especially out of the NHL right now, you're seeing a lot of those guys get down on their knees and take.
So guys,
that shot,
we're short one. We're on the we're burning up our power play. I think Flory was expecting the change or wanting the change after.
No. There's not a Flory bone in him that wants to get
that
off
wants
the
to
ice.
get off the ice. Okay, thanks for the correction.
There's not
that
nothing
is
in him that
fair
wants off
point.
the ice.
Yeah. Well, I was just figuring that back check, he burnt some gas on it, and so we get it back, and there he is, bringing it back into the zone. Good patience, cycling the puck around.
Oh, right there,
Finds
right
him in
there, right
Come
there.
on. Oh, great shot by Flory again. Pink does a good job of walking it in. Nice job. A lot of patience there just to hold it, trying to get the defenseman to commit, and that is going to be an ice because the penalty is over.
Okay. Now we're going to see a change, and I think that's what, these three forwards out there, they're going to be out there that full 2 minutes, depending on how much ice they were actually out before the penalty actually took place. So, for example, in that particular penalty, that forward line was already out there.
Sure.
So, they just literally spent, maybe to your point about Isaac getting off the ice, he's a smart player, and if he's recognizing that he's tired, he needs to pull himself off the ice. So, that's going to be a little bit of a potential downside to those three being the primary power play. It's just their time on the ice. So.
Time on ice, and then you're going to get off on your rotations. However, got to remember the other team's on a penalty kill as well, so they're not going to be in their regular rotations either. So Capitals again, just short of the opportunity here, but Crawford's able to chip it up out of the zone, and Way, a former Flyer, gets possession.
Here we go. So see it.
Yep.
There we go.
Nice job by Bristow.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Oh, got Titus throwing it down low. Another line change. So we'll come back out with Borit, Baumgard, and assuming Paulson will be jumping out here quickly.
Who needs to
Actually, nope. Whip for this line. So several of our JV players getting quite a bit of time early in the game here. Hargrove, good job of saving it to keep it in the zone. Offsides.
Or run it as it is.
Yep.
Nothing's more irritating than a forward.
Well, I was just going to say, watch the body language of the head coach who is standing on that blue line is not happy about that one. Because they definitely had the odd man rush going.
Yeah, so that number 30 there, Jared Parker, is a longtime player for the Capitals. He took the time off last year and played with a AAA program, but has come back this year. He is a known entity around the Giles household. We've played with him through summer programs for a number of years. Yep. Another Ames player out here is number 2, Bartholomew. He played for a season with the Ames Bantam as well before he's making his way down. So again, those small connections that we get.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, through all these teams, these kids, it kind of amazes me when you see them all in the out in the lobby areas, all the different teams. Most of them will sit there and go up to each other, and it's a remote. Oh, here we go, OG. Yep. Oh, great shot. Now poor job on the call here on what should have been an exciting call with OG doing a good job of winning possession and walking around the defenseman, and a great backhand shot to tie it up at 2-2.
Yeah, he had to settle that puck down. That was down. It was a little bit of knuckler, but being able to put it on his backhand and just flop it up over the top of the goalie and put it in the back of the net. So
well done. So 8:50 left in the second with that running clock. We got Baker, Crawford, and Weaver with Moran and Shifley on D. So the Caps win that face-off, bring it down into their zone. Quick shot. Oh, Moran's going to have to get over quick and catch it in the corner here.
That's it.
He gets
That's
there. Here you go.
Come on.
Yep.
Had a good block right there by Shifley.
Yes.
That is one thing that young man is willing to do, to sacrifice his body.
Yes.
He will put himself out in front. So
Baker does a good job of recovering.
Nice.
As Finn has to come out around there.
But you saw what Shifley did there, right? I mean,
Yes.
he took him off the puck. He didn't go for
Absolutely.
the puck. He didn't worry about the puck.
Which was the difference in the goal, the last one.
Correct.
Yep.
Crawford here giving a nice little.
Good job
see,
of
and
Moran
that's what you
stepping
want right
up. Great
there.
job.
Yep. See, and that's the good thing about Crawford put that pressure on him, which forced him to do what? Just throw it out there into the wind. So.
Yep. So Cap's bringing it around. Moran's going to come down low. He hesitated to not take the big hit there, but
Actually,
able
I
to
think
tie
he
it up
was
a little bit.
bodying him out, if I would have been honest with you, thinking that his forward was going to step in and grab the puck. So.
Sure. Well, thanks for the positivity.
Well, I mean,
no,
it's
you're right.
It's one of two ways, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so he's positioning himself to block that,
Block
to
him
allow
and
another player to come
heads
in and
up,
actually
seeing
get
his
the
forward
puck.
coming down.
Yeah.
Yes. So great job by Baker to slide it over to Crawford, who dumps it in to get the quick line change here. Looks like we got the Borit Paulson line with.
Yep, right here.
Oh, there we go. Come on, AP. Oh,
right
and a great follow-up. Way to go, kids. Phenomenal goal.
Away, baby.
There
yes.
we go. Love to
Yes.
see that out of a couple of, sophomore and freshman, I believe. But,
what you're seeing there is how they went in together,
Yes.
right? So the formation of how they went in, what was it? Who got the goal? Was it?
I believe it was Borit on that side, yes.
Okay,
Because
so-
Whiff was just coming. Whiff gets
Yeah.
that +1 just jumping
And
off
he
the
gets
boards.
on that side and he puts it in, and he's got a nice rebound off the pads, and he was right there to take the rebound. So,
Yep.
so again, the appropriate pressure on the net and being there side by side, that was a great play by those two.
Absolutely.
Well, for the first time in the game, we have taken the lead.
Yep.
Nice job.
Oh, now, come on.
So
You do not expect to see that out of your,
now
your
out
senior.
of your senior assistant
with the
captain
A
to
on his
just
jersey.
to
Come on
turn
now.
around and do a blind
Oh,
backwards pass.
Blind
right into
backwards
the
pass.
slot.
I don't know if he thought somebody was moving up through the center there, but definitely the coaches will probably not even have a word for him. I don't think you need to tell him what he did
No,
there.
he'll know.
Yeah.
He'll know. But those are the type of things, and those are the type of mistakes. So hockey, in general, is a game of who makes fewer mistakes.
Yep.
And that's the kind that will kill you every single time.
Yeah. So Charles, I've seen him shake his head a few times, but it's all right. So it looks like we end up with that top line out again with Flory.
Oh, look at our D.
Oh, our D
Look at
up
our D
front.
bringing
Where did
it
that?
up. I love it.
The pause you heard from me was I'm trying to figure out the numbers because all of a sudden Bristow and Hargrove are carrying it up. It did not register with me. So.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Exactly.
Oh!
Yeah. So Hargrove ties up in the boards. Good job of bodying to hold it so
I
they
thought
don't
that-
carry out of there.
I
So.
thought that puck went over.
Yep. Ooh, Bristow
we
with
go.
a good job of bringing it back around. OG gets it back in his natural position on the ice.
Out of the way,
Good
Isaac.
job by
There we go.
Isaac. Pink's able to bring it up. We should get a rush here. It's a little bit off of Oliver's stick here. Oliver tries to bring it back around to the center, but we'll get it tied up down in the corner in our offensive zone.
So you'll hear me talk about this quite a bit this season, is because I'm a big proponent of out-manning. So in that situation right there, we are in our offensive zone, and our job is to get possession of the puck. So if they've got 2 players in there, we need to have 3 players in there. You do not need to see that forward standing back and waiting for
Just
it to
sitting,
pop
waiting
out.
for it, yeah.
You've got to get it. You've got to get without possession of the puck. You got to do it. Now the D at that same time have to be mindful of that, right?
Yes.
So the D have to pinch down just a little bit to catch it, but you've got to
Yeah.
get possession of that puck. So
Yeah,
you'll
you hit
hear
the
me-
point I was going to say because your defense has to be ready for that because they obviously have a guy that's going to be sitting out there with the advantage. and we'll get an icing, bringing it back
Correct.
down to our offensive zone.
But again, that's that hockey sense that has to be part of the
Yep.
game as well, right? You got to have your head. You got to know what's going on at all times, not just within your little 6-foot area around you. You've got to be able to see the whole ice, and you got to be understanding that if I've got all three of my forwards in there, that puck could pop out. So you got to be mindful of that. But if we don't get possession of that puck in the O-zone, there's can't do anything with it.
Yep. Bring it around. Shifley dumps it back down to Titus Weaver.
We've got up to 20 so far on the live stream. So
not bad.
we always like to say you got to multiply that by a minimum of 2, because
There you go.
you always got to think there's more than one watching on the live stream. So we'll go with the 40. That makes us feel better about ourselves too.
There you go. Yeah.
Especially
like
a preseason game.
Yeah.
All right, we got another interference. We
All
got
right.
number 7. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He got a little slap happy with Cole there. That's not who's going in the box.
No, Parker went into the box.
Jared, yep. Okay. So here we go on another power play. This is our third one of the game. We haven't, again, we're running a little bit of a new system this year, and so we have not had a lot of success with it yet, but we're certainly
he's gonna
been given an opportunity.
change it up a little bit here on this one. He's got Crawford, Hargrove, and Pink out there with Flory and Giles back on the defensive point. Oh, Flory, I feel comfortable with Flory coming and winning that. Yep. So now we
Wheels.
go.
Now go
This
Wheels.
is what we've
Get it
been
up.
talking about. Them working the speed to bring it up ice is something that a little bit different on how we plan on bringing it in the zone. Oliver does a good job of stopping that. Patience. Oh, just loses it here, so he's going to have to come down. Great little poke check there. Crawford gets it, brings it up. Patience over to Oliver with a quick shot down low. I love it.
I love it.
Quick shot. I have no problem with that.
No, that's what you need to
Yep.
do. So, right, I mean, at that moment, overstick handle is probably one of the worst things that a player can do.
Yes.
And so instead of trying to manage the puck and hold on to the puck and all that stuff, he just had that quick shot.
Yep.
Great heads-up play by Cole as well to see Oliver, coming in at the same time and having that opportunity down the middle of the slot. So
it looks like Crawford went to the bench, and Baker's back out there. Gets it over to Oliver, who holds it into the zone. Patience, keeps walking it in, gets a shot. We got a lot of traffic in front, so they'll just move it around. Cap staying down low. Good move over. Oh, great job. Wasn't on net, but still looking to catch it. Oh, another good one down low. That was on. Hargrove tried to get the tip there, but he's doing a good job. We got 2 guys battling. This is where you bring it over to Pink. Pink's going to get the opportunity.
Yeah!
Great shot by Pink. There's a goal. Love
That's what
seeing
we're talking
Pink
about
getting
right
an
there.
early goal, because he can get in his own head when he misses. So nice job by Wyatt. Great job overall on moving the puck there.
Well, again, they aren't over moving the puck.
Correct.
They're taking the shots when they had the opportunity to put it on net. Smart play. Oliver's coming down, walking it in, and the defense collapses on him, and he pops it out of the Pink, and Pink's able to put it back back over the top of the shoulder and back of the net.
Gives us a 4-2 lead, and looks like we'll probably just let the clock run here. We got 15 seconds, or we'll get a quick face-off. They drop it, and let's see. Pink's going to get a shot off here. Quick. Oh, and actually started to wobble, which can be a tough one. Moran comes up and tries to pinch the puck down, but they're going to get the odd man rush here now. Oh, Flory does a great job in the neutral zone of flipping it back down. And we get the clock. Oh, and keep skating, Flory. Come on now.
Yeah.
Now is not the time for one of those penalties. But
no, we can't have that. So here's what I think. They obviously a little rusty, a little whatever on that first period. I think that second period they came out really strong.
Yep.
I think their opportunity to time and possession I definitely think was in their favor. I think where we started off and seeing that top line is who we're going to be looking forward for the thing. But guess what we got out of that?
We got it out of that second
We got it
line.
out of that second line or
second
third line.
or third line, whatever
you
you're going to call it.
Yep.
I think that line will be a continuous rotation of different players. And the biggest thing is according to their board, we're at 15-15 on shots on goal.
Yeah, so we brought the shots back up on goal, and that's where we want to be. But
Dave, what do you have for shots? 13-12. So,
okay.
which
Still about
that difference that we're talking about, Coach Dave is very critical on that. I mean, a lot of times if you get a goalie that catches one just outside the post, there's a lot of people that'll score or put that up as a shot, but it really shouldn't be.
Yeah, and for folks at home, I mean, when we talk about shots on net, if you're kind of new to the game in general, which is always possible, shots have to be one in which the goalie, if the goalie was not there or did not make the save, the goal would have gone in.
Yes. So best way to look at that, if you put one off the post, it is not a shot on goal because the goalie didn't need to be there. So we'll I think they take 5 minutes here, and then we'll bring them back out. And we'll go into one more 17-minute period here. This will be a good test early in the season. See how they come out with the lead. Legs probably a little tired since it's their first game. Although I say that, I know the coaches and these kids they have worked hard all summer long. So conditioning should not be a concern for us.
No, not at all. And that's the other thing, and that's what I like about this senior leadership group is they have done a fantastic job of welcoming in these new players.
Yes.
Not only setting the standard and setting what the expectations are, but being there to support the younger players, and that's what it takes from a veteran group, and that's what you've got from that's what you got from Isaac and Oliver and Hargrove and Pink and that whole bunch.
Well, and you really have it all the way from the top down. You could see it. We had our team picnic, and you could tell the camaraderie. I met a couple parents that I didn't even know, and they asked who my son was, and they're like, oh, they absolutely love Finn and have really welcomed him in. So I think all the way through top to bottom, this team is really bonding together well. Quick, just off there. Thought we were going to get an opportunity.
Yep. No,
so we're going to have
nope,
Shifley drop back.
It, so
okay. So now we got Bristow with Pink, Baumgard, and OG, and Shifley and Bristow back on the D. Bring it up. OG's got better.
He's got it.
Yeah, that
again.
Lazy blind
Yep,
pass.
that's correct.
That is how you create a quick turnover, and they get the goal. So.
Yeah, you've got to see it.
Yep. Those are the things that I am sure Coach will be pointing out after he comes back and looks at this.
Somebody else may point it out to him later.
Well, yeah. So, yeah. Good job separating your announcing and parenting in that. I am not good at that, so I tried to call my son out, and you gave him a positive review on the play.
Back, same thing again.
Yep. So.
Don't tie it up.
Quick turnover. We got numbers to cover, but
just making sure nothing happens back here behind us.
Oh, yeah. We had a little tangle here. We'll see if he gives them a shot, but no, they don't even jaw each other. So here we go. You got to have your head up. You had OG out wide there, but I don't think Caden Whiff didn't even realize that OG got tied up back there. So.
Well, and that's number 36. That's Jared Parker, a longtime teammate on the summer program and friend. So I'm sure they had a couple of
words for each other.
Hey, how's your summer been?
Yeah.
Hey, did y'all go anywhere fun?
Yeah, I'm sure that's what the dialogue was. So nothing but sportsmanship.
That's all the way around, all the way around. Yep. No, going back in my humor with my son is that there is very little chance I will say a word to him. It does not, he's receptive, but we've learned over the years our communication. What's a good time and not a good time.
Yes. They really don't want to hear coaching from
not really,
us. Yeah.
No, and as his mother will often tell me, you don't think he knows?
Well, I was just going to bring that up. There's been times where I've asked Finn, hey, how do you think the game was? And those plays I'm thinking of, it is the first words out of his mouth. I can't believe I did this or whatever. So, yeah, they know.
Yes, they know.
Yeah. So. All right, well, Capitals bring it up ice, get it down into their offensive zone. Do a good job of tying it. Baker's going to bring it around. Passes down, has Shifley down low, and he's has the puck tied up.
And I don't mind that, again, when we're in our defensive zone, maybe not as critical.
So, okay, he gets back to that backhand. He's able to get it out of there. Didn't think he was going to quite clear. Brings it over. Boy, Shifley thought he was going to move that up to Weaver, but decides to bring it down and dump it into our zone. We're going to get a few fresh legs out there. A couple guys, I think Crawford, is he on that last shift?
I don't know.
Oh, all right. We're going to get Wyatt out here. Brings it in, tries to do.
Nice job by that D.
Yep. Good job of bodying him up a little bit on it. And
see, that D was in good position here. He had a great opportunity. He didn't really focus as much on the puck. He stood Wyatt up and then was able to poke the puck out. So
I mean, I think it's all right. Wyatt trying to make that play. It's
sure.
Him and one other play. The other option is just to dump it down and wait for everybody, but odds are good you're going to lose that possession. Flory chips it down, so we got Flory, Paulson, and Pink. So
I think we got Giles back on.
Yep, Giles back
in the
on D.
position.
Yep. Which definitely does not diminish from offensive opportunities. Oliver's strong, creating points up on the top there. So Flory brings it up through the neutral zone and dumps down. Paulson is going to chase down. Looks like we'll get a line change. Moran comes in for Hargrove on D. Flory gets it, brings it over. He's got Scheifele isolated out. He's going to bring it out. He's long on this shift, but doesn't look to get a change here yet. Moran gets it, throws it down low. And Capitals move it around. Oh, Pink almost has it. Moran's going to have to get back. Good job. There we go. Quick stick check and gets his body on him.
Ooh. Well, good job by Wes getting squared up on that shooter. Kind of forced the shot to come directly into him. And this is another hill I will die on, is that there's not a soul out there that will put it directly through the center of a goalie.
Yep, you can try as much as you want.
And they do a lot.
Yeah, they do. They really do. It's like that logo is a bullseye.
Yep, it just is. You are not going to put it through it, no matter what.
Ooh. All right, Scheifele, he's been out here a long time, does a good job of bringing it up. Oh, what are you doing? Okay, Kiefer gets away with one, grabbed the stick there of Cap's player and threw it across.
Grab it and throw it?
Oh, yeah, he threw it across the ice. He had Reams there, and but he's going to have to get back or else they're going to get the rush here. Great job by Whip, gaining possession, holding on, and thought he got it down in the zone. But
what that change.
Yep. All right, so having a tough time. I think maybe legs are getting a little tired by both teams. It's gotten a little sloppy here. Nobody's really gained any type of possession.
Well, and from our perspective, I was just almost thinking the same thing, but at the same
time.
Oh,
boy, you get a guy. Oh, boy, got away, lost the guy there in the front.
But at the same time, Rick's doing some mix and matching going
on
right now.
Yeah, so there hasn't been a consistent line there.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time even keeping up with who's where. No.
Oh, hold on, Baumgard. Yeah, he didn't.
Got to see that.
Yep. It's all right, though.
You got to say, we, in this Team Midwest that we played this summer, the rules that we played over the summer was no delayed offsides and no icing on the penalty kill. So
really?
Yes. So
no delayed offsides. Nope. Boy, that's got to be tough to get used to.
It was definitely definitely tough, and
yeah.
But it was a good. If you think about it, again, when we talk about hockey sense, right? It made them have to think.
It's the reason at the youth level up until Bantams that there isn't delayed offsides or icing, and the reason is they don't want kids just throwing the puck down the ice. Correct. It's about skill development and being able to move the puck, and that's the whole reason for it. So interesting to do it on that type of circuit that you have for those kind of.
Now we'll back up a little bit. I think we had our D-man there do another just backwards pass out, which ended up giving the Capitals possession of the puck.
Yep.
So
Baker wins that, and Crawford does a great job of
that.
Boy, Crawford came off of that face-off, and oh boy. Oh.
Yep, wide open. There was no the back
nobody
check.
was there.
Yep, our back checking on our from our defensive standpoint. was not there, so that they allowed the Capitals to get down in front. 2-0, really, if you think about it. Hard position to put the goalie in, but it is what it is.
Yep.
Cole Crawford had a great idea there.
Yeah.
He saw the man. Unfortunately, he put a little bit more in Weaver's skates, which allowed for the unfortunate bounce where the Capitals picked it up, and again, then allowed for the Capitals to make the rush in without much contention.
Yep.
So they've gotten within one. We always like to say, I think you always say the worst lead in hockey is a 2-goal lead.
Yep. So we're out with Paulson, Pink, and Flory with Moran and Shifley back on defense. So
Get to it, Wyatt. Get to
Wyatt
it.
does a good job of getting down low. Can't quite get it. And they're going to bring it back up ice. Oh, Moran
So we're
was
at a
not ready
2-on-1
for that.
here.
Is going to create the odd man advantage here. Good job by Wes there to take the angle away. Oh, let's go AP. So,
it's all right.
Yep.
Good
AP
pass out
chases
by
it
Wyatt.
down in the corner. Flory. Oh, Moran can't quite get to the blue line quick enough, so brings it up to Flory, and he tries to backhand it into the offensive zone.
I think we've got number 33.
Oh, there we go, Pink. Come on now.
Is that the right?
Oh, come on, AP, crash that. Let's go, turn and shoot. Got Flory, tries to get it across the front of the net. And Caps get possession back. Oh, I think that one, Shifley lost it, got tied up in the snow. Part of the difficulty here when you don't resurface at all by the time you get to this third period.
Here we go. Oh, I thought he had it out. 6:30 left in this third period. Cyclones up 4-3.
Let's go, AP. Get it to the red line. Nice job.
Oh,
great
yeah.
move.
You're going to get that. Yep. You're going to get that 66. No, he's going to get an elbow to the head.
Who is AP?
No, Shifley.
Oh.
So the player missed. The player missed and tried to hit AP as he was coming out. AP stalled. The player missed the hit, but then when Shifley came back behind him, he put his elbow to the backside of his head.
Which, depending on how they call that, we had Bristow took a shot.
He just called an elbow.
In the JV game. The kid came across him, knocked his face mask off, and I think
same thing here though. They just gave him the elbow
yeah,
as opposed to head contact.
Yeah, so they're not calling the head. I'm sure if it was a little more a harder hit maybe, but yeah, they're following all the rules for the most part of Midwest Hockey League, but there's a few things. Sure, it's a judgment call because it's not going to have an impact on any other games. So.
But this is what we're talking about. You've got to have your head on your thing. There was absolutely no reason for Kiefer to do that.
Yep.
It was just unnecessary. Yeah. That's those unnecessary penalties that puts us in this situation.
And killed us a lot last year.
Yep.
They're just momentum killers. When we're sitting here on a 1-goal lead, they got their momentum back a little bit. Now we put them on the power play.
Get out.
Trickles out.
5 minutes left. Minute left in this penalty kill.
Caps work it here through the neutral zone, trying to get something set up, and hear some of the parents yelling "go" as though the parents or the kids don't know that. But
well, I think we as parents get like, why aren't they just going in?
Yeah.
But part of the setup is that you've got to set it up.
I love seeing the patience because there's nothing worse than watching somebody skate right into the defense. So right now on the penalty kill, we got Hargrove with Giles back there. Oh, good job by OG. He's going to throw it off the boards and get it down and clear it out, leaving 25 seconds left on this penalty and 4:15 in the game, up 4-3.
Nice job.
Great job by Pink.
Wyatt.
Let's go, Pink.
Man, he is so pesty in this situation. Yep. He is so good at what he does in that disruption.
So down under 10 seconds. Oh, boy. Nice job by OG there. Quick stick check and bodies him off. Oh no,
got another sniper.
Pink was going to have an opportunity to be isolated with the D there, but fell over. So
man, that sniper, I tell
you
what.
Same spot. Yeah.
He is one of the, right at this
Yeah, I mean,
moment.
he's going after.
He's been pretty accurate too. So.
He is, and he's going after our top players.
I
don't
understand
appreciate that.
What did they do to
Yeah,
him?
it must be a cap sniper. So, all right. So we're down under 3:30 to go. Quick line change with Weaver, Baker, and Crawford, and Bristow and Hargrove on D. Hargrove loses and back behind the net, and they do a great job.
Same
Come on.
thing. Here we are again.
Exactly.
You know, giving way too much opportunity in front of the net.
Baker quickly holding his hands up there so it doesn't look like he put his hand on the puck in the crease, which I forget what the ruling is on that.
It's a 2-minute penalty, whatever it is.
Yeah. All right, 2:50 left. Get the face-off down in our defensive zone. Baker on center does a good job. Oh, Bristow does a great job of winning that puck.
Nice.
Get Crawford here, throws it down low, get Titus down in the corner. Use his big body to try to win this. But we lose it. Hargrove steps up, does a great job of holding his own. Crawford does the smart thing there. Doesn't try to stick handle and just throws it down in the corner. So many times you'll see him trying to get fancy there, but would rather keep it in our zone.
Well, that's that hockey sense we're talking about, right?
So Bristow's going to come through. Looks like we got Bort over in the corner there.
There go Chuck.
Nice
Chuck,
job.
go
So
Chuck,
Hargrove's going to work
go.
it on ice while we get a line change. His job here is that's perfect. Dump it down. He knows that we're going to get the line change. We're just trying to burn some clock while we get new legs on there. Great stick by Hargrove. Woo! Good job by Weston. Hold it down low.
Put that body in.
We're able to get a line change. Shifley up on top with defense with Moran. So we got all fresh legs out now.
That's that Bumgard. I mean, tell you about that kid.
That
kid has no fear.
He scored a goal that he bodied a kid that definitely had him on size, but he just does a great job of creating separation.
So you had Shifley thing, but I think what parents need to, one of the thing is about hitting from behind. That was more of a hip-on-hip type
hip on
position.
hip, and also the player had turned going into it as well.
And Kiefer did a good job of keeping his elbows in and stuff like that.
Oh,
no.
Oh. Woo! Ooh, that was one. I mean, talk about
22's got to keep that head on a swivel.
Yep. They did a great job. He got his stick on it, but great job by the Caps to just throw one down hard in front of the net. Finn tried to play it, and it came off his stick. Almost tied this game up. So we're looking at about, we got 35 seconds left, so let's slowly skate to that circle. A little more urgency by the Caps than there is for our Cyclones here. So we've got an empty net at this point. So right now, I think the key here is don't just try to shoot for it. Hold the possession and burn the clock. We're down to 16 seconds left. We don't want to.
Don't do anything.
Get it? Yep. There we go. Well, yep. So we throw it down. Although with the running clock, that's not bad because the ref has to go down there, and there we go. While it's not an official win, it is a W. Great job, boys.
Well, again, I think both teams, I mean, JV and Varsity both, I think you saw a little bit of that first game of the season, first time speed, and, saw some of the plays that they had to deal with on that. But overall, I think very happy with our first round of games. I think our next game is at JV.
JV
will be
245.
245, is that correct?
245.
I think we take on the Oak Leaves.
Oak Leaves.
Okay. So, not too bad, I would say, first go around. Thank you to our cameraman, Jeremy Bristow, up there. I'm hoping it wasn't too shaky or too out of the way. And thank you to our tech manager up there, Coach Dave Flory, managing the whole streaming program. We would not be able to do what we're doing today without him and his effort to get us on the live stream. So thank you, Travis, for a first go around, and we'll see you all about 2:45.
Sounds good. Thank you.